The year is 2025. The world watches as the United States, under the leadership of President Trump, embarks on a new era of protectionist trade policies. On February 5th, a wave of tariffs crashes upon the global economy. These tariffs, a form of tax on imported goods, target China, Mexico, and Canada. The president claims they are necessary. He says they will protect American jobs, reduce trade deficits, and curb illegal immigration. This is not the first time such measures have been taken. History remembers the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act of the 1930s. It had devastating consequences, exacerbating the Great Depression. Could history repeat itself? The world holds its breath. The global economy, interconnected and reliant on the free flow of goods and services, braces for impact. The tariffs, a weaponized tool of economic warfare, threaten to unravel the delicate fabric of international trade. The stakes are high. The potential for economic and geopolitical turmoil is immense. China, the world's second-largest economy and a major trading partner of the United States, does not take the tariffs lightly. The Chinese government, angered by what it perceives as an attack on its economic interests, vows to retaliate. Beijing announces counter-tariffs on a range of American goods. Soybeans, automobiles, and aircraft are among the products targeted. These retaliatory measures are carefully calculated to inflict maximum pain on American businesses and consumers. The Chinese government also challenges the legality of the American tariffs at the World Trade Organization. This international body, established to regulate trade and resolve disputes, becomes the battleground for a high-stakes legal battle. The outcome of this dispute could have far-reaching implications for the future of global trade. North of the border, Canada, America's closest neighbor and ally, finds itself caught in the crossfire. The Canadian economy, heavily integrated with that of the United States, is particularly vulnerable to tariffs. Prime Minister Trudeau, facing mounting pressure from Canadian businesses and consumers, announces retaliatory tariffs on a range of American products. Steel, aluminum, and agricultural products are among those targeted. The typically amicable relationship between Canada and the United States, built on decades of trust and cooperation, is strained. The tariffs, seen as a betrayal by many Canadians, cast a long shadow over the future of the bilateral relationship. South of the border, Mexico, another crucial trading partner of the United States, also feels the sting of the tariffs. The Mexican economy, heavily reliant on exports to the United States, is dealt a severe blow. President Sheinbaum, facing a growing economic crisis, responds with retaliatory tariffs on American goods. Agricultural products, processed foods, and consumer goods are among those targeted. The tariffs exacerbate existing tensions between the United States and Mexico, particularly on issues such as immigration and border security. The already complex relationship between the two countries becomes increasingly fraught. The price of protectionism. As the trade war escalates, consumers on both sides of the Pacific and along the northern and southern borders begin to feel the pinch. The prices of everyday goods, from clothing and electronics to groceries and gasoline, start to rise. Supply chains, the intricate networks that connect producers and consumers around the world, are disrupted. Businesses, both large and small, face uncertainty and mounting costs. The economic pain is felt most acutely by those who can least afford it: working families, small business owners, and vulnerable communities. The trade war, sold as a solution to economic woes, begins to unravel the very fabric of the global economy, leaving a trail of economic hardship in its wake. Global markets tremble. The shockwaves from the trade war reverberate through global financial markets. Stock markets, barometers of economic confidence, experience heightened volatility. Investors, uncertain about the future, pull back from risky assets. The value of the US dollar fluctuates wildly, creating uncertainty for businesses engaged in international trade. The International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, institutions tasked with maintaining global economic stability, issue dire warnings. They caution that the trade war could push the world into recession. The economic uncertainty, coupled with geopolitical tensions, creates a climate of fear and uncertainty. A nation divided. Within the United States, the trade war fuels deep divisions. Some segments of the population, particularly those in industries that benefit from protectionist policies, applaud the president's actions. They believe that the tariffs are necessary to protect American jobs and industries from unfair foreign competition. However, many others, including economists, business leaders, and consumer advocacy groups, express deep concern. They argue that the tariffs will ultimately harm the American economy by raising prices for consumers, hurting businesses that rely on imports, and inviting retaliation from trading partners. The road ahead, uncertainty reigns. As the trade war drags on, the road ahead remains shrouded in uncertainty. The potential for escalation looms large. Negotiations between the warring parties stall. Accusations and counter-accusations fly. The global trading system, already under strain from the rise of protectionism and the COVID-19 pandemic, teeters on the brink. The outcome of this high-stakes game of economic chicken remains uncertain. Will the trade war escalate further, plunging the world into a new era of protectionism and economic conflict? Or will cooler heads prevail, paving the way for a negotiated settlement and a return to a more stable and predictable global trading system? A world on edge. The world watches and waits, holding its breath. The trade war, a stark reminder of the fragility of the globalized economy, serves as a cautionary tale. It underscores the interconnectedness of nations in the 21st century and the high cost of protectionist policies. As the trade war unfolds, the world holds its breath, hoping for a swift resolution but bracing for a long and costly battle. The stakes are high. The outcome of this trade war will have profound and lasting consequences for the global economy, the future of international trade, and the geopolitical landscape for generations to come. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to stay informed on this critical issue.